All right, for the first time, I decided to go ahead and take the plunge and pay twice as much money for what you normally get this for $3. You now get a car for $3 more. So for $5.97, you get a Hot Wheels car, your shoes, and your skateboard. And you might think, gosh, that's a lot more money. All right, to be fair, it is a metallic finish on this skateboard, not so much on the car. So it's got a little bit more going for it. So I thought I'd check it out, see if I like it. I didn't like all the vehicles or the cars or anything else, Hot Wheels skateboards, other than this one. And it's a really bright, hot pink with a crazy looking cat on it. I just thought it was looking really cool. And here's the crazy thing. There's no word on this that tells you what the name of this is. And I forgot what it is too. So I'll just have to, I had to get off my information and put it on the thing. And you look on the back, you go, oh, here it should be on the back somewhere. No, there's only 6, I think, in this series, and all the other 5 are on the back, but it's excluded. So let's take a look at what could have been. There's this bright green one, which I already have one very similar to that. It comes with the Rockster. It also comes with some pink and green shoes. This one is kind of cool, and I was tempted to get it as well. Solid Muscle. It comes with Feline Risky, I guess because it's been scratched up. I don't know. And those really cool looking shoes that kind of like ponies or Nikes, I guess. When I was a kid, I don't know if they were just generic Nikes, but I wore ponies. That was a brand, if you can believe it. And then these are more like skateboarding, kind of, well, I don't know, what do we call those things? Deck shoes? I had some checkerboard ones when I was a kid like this. This skateboard, Stalk and Shred, pretty nice looking board. That car, oh, I know, okay, so from a 40-year looking into the past, we can be more nostalgic about things, but my Aunt Tilda had one of those cars, and it was a car similar to this, I'll say it that way. It was a Gremlin. That looks like a Gremlin to me. It looks way too much like a Gremlin. I thought it was the most ugly thing that I've ever seen on a road. I remember when she came over and I was like, what is that thing you got out of? And she thought it was like, I think it was cool because it's spacey looking. It was kind of roundish. I was like, no. My mom's car was like the Batmobile. She had the Thunderbird from the 70s. And it was black. And it had red or burgundy interior. My mom's car looked like the freaking Batmobile from the 60s. I liked it, even though it was more boxy looking. I like Lamborghinis, but actually Lamborghinis came along later to my liking. I like Corvettes at this time. This was just hideous to me. And then we have High Beam. I think it's more of a fantasy car. Pretty nice looking skateboard. They all have these bird motifs, or bird skull motifs, I should say. Something about skulls and skateboarders. They just can't get them out of their head, can they? All right, and then we have Ferocious Foods, which I don't know quite what that is. Is it like food that came to life? Yeah, it's got a pretty nice looking vehicle with it, I will say. And those shoes are pretty cool looking. All right, but let's check out the one that I got and see what we got here. See if it's got rubber tires or something that, you know, justifies that extremely higher price, because a metallic paint job on a skateboard doesn't quite fit the bill for me. So the skateboard, it has on the top the grip tape with Tony Hawk Hot Wheels. On the bottom, we got teeny tiny little wheels, which I never liked. When I was a skater, if you haven't seen my skateboard video, go check my board video. I have a few that I made that shows off my boards from my past, and they're much bigger wheels, because big wheels are where it's at. Let's see if it, this is, by the way, I'm just wanting to compare it to a Tech Deck skateboard. It's also got the gold print. This was also a very expensive board. This actually cost more on clearance than this did, I'm pretty sure. But I just absolutely love Egyptian stuff. I mean, I just absolutely love it. It's a little skinnier, which is fine. It's got the concave going on everywhere, on all 4 sides. I really love this one. This sits in my room all the time. I absolutely freaking love it. All right, so I'm putting it back over there on the shelf. So going back to this skateboard one more time, we got a black kitty cat with an extremely bright pink background. The shoes, they're too small for Ken, too big for Barbie. If you have a gymnast Barbie from the 90s, the feet kind of fit. If you have, what is his name? Scott from the 70s, or I forgot what Skipper's boyfriend was after Scott. She went a long period without a boyfriend until, like, I guess the 90s. The blonde hair boy. If you got him, they fit him okay. So I guess my Scott's going to have 1,000 pairs of shoes, it seems like, because, you know, Scott was the skateboarder. He did have a skateboard, actually. No, he had roller skates. Sorry. That was the skateboarding kid that I had. It was named after me. That's why I got it, to be completely honest with you. So let's see now. I'm not sure what's going on in the back here. People who live in glass cars shouldn't be driving down dirt roads. So I'd hate to have to clean this thing. It doesn't come off. I'm trying to figure out what is the point of this clear thing. I'm not 100% sure what this is based on. Is it based on like like a milk truck sort of, except the milk inside is really plants? It's hard to penetrate the walls of it. Let me just get out and zoom in so I can get a clearer picture. That right there makes me think that there's some kind of, maybe a computer console inside. If I could just pop the top off of it, I can figure out what's going on exactly. So I don't know. It looks like there's a bed right there and a computer, right? Maybe this is where they sleep, but I wouldn't want to sleep where everybody can just like see me sleeping. I mean, they might see me drooling or something. The name of this vehicle, though, we can finally determine. It is made in Indonesia. That's a nice name. Rapid response. Okay. Oh, you know what this could be? This could be a very hot pink, maybe a Barbie ambulance. You know, those lights at the top, I thought those were skylights, but maybe they're like, you know, the red lights that are supposed to be flashing. I don't know. Maybe some kind of futuristic ambulance. But you really want people to see somebody inside dying when they're on their way to the hospital? I don't know. Rapid response. That's the only thing I can think of. It. Maybe this is the console that one person's working at and the other person's like trying to resuscitate them and they're hooking the little wires up to them. It definitely looks like a bed in there. Very strange. Comment below if you know anything about it. I might look it up on the internet just to figure out what the heck this is. Look at those white wheels. Makes me wonder if they glow in the dark. Yeah, that's a very strange vehicle indeed. Well, if you have this or if you bought any of these, let me know below, because I don't think Timmy Finnegan, which weirdly enough, he would probably be all over these because he likes skateboarding. He showed off his skateboards, and he also likes Hot Wheel cars. He may not like the shoes, but hey, Timmy Finnegan, if you don't want these shoes, well, you got kids. You'll probably give them to your kids. It's like, you just mail them to me. I collect figures that like to have these on their feet. I'm trying to think, would Teen Skipper be able to wear them? No. There's not many figures that can actually wear these. I'm trying to see if I have a Scott on the shelf, but I probably don't. He's very not posable, so he's not very interesting. Oh, and another thing, if you get more than one pair of these, you can just slide these out to put on the board, which is what they're meant to be for. Let me zoom out again. I'm zoomed in way too much. You're supposed to put them on the board so you can have your fingers or your action figures doing this. Oh, and they also fit Mego figures really nicely. So if you have Mego figures, which are 8-inch tall, Superman and Spider-Man and all those other figures from the 70s, and of course they still make them today, they fit on their feet pretty nicely. And you can also take this out if you want to I would take this out and put like a blue one there to match this, or maybe yellow from another pair of shoes. I don't have a pair of shoes handy. I have another skateboard over here handy, but I don't have another pair of shoes over here handy. I would just slide out and show you, but you could probably see one of my videos that has that information on it. Well, thank you for watching. Have a fantastic day, and let me know if this is something you would pick up or that you have picked up, and then let me know a little bit more about this vehicle if you know anything about the rapid response. Have a great day.